Yo, it's DB.
And your girl Serena.
And welcome to Book Smart Street Smart.
Today we are joined by Sidoso.
We've got a special guest in the building.
Or you might know her as Silky as well.
We're about to reveal the truth about Sidoso.
She tells us all about where she gets the motivation from for creating 40 videos on TikTok a week.
40, I know. And also juggling a 9 to 5 with content creation.
Yeah, you might not know, but Silky actually has a full-time job as well. So we deep dive a little bit into that.
Yes, and I also managed to squeeze a few secret tips from her TikTok success.
Yeah. How did she grow that 500,000 TikTok following or whatever it is?
Completely free. She done it for free for us.
So if you want to get those TikTok tips and all sorts more, then
watch the video, subscribe, like, watch it all. Let's go! Show off menu karna penda.
Your name, right?
Yes.
Is your name Silky?
There's actually a very embarrassing story. I don't think I've ever talked about it though.
50k? I'll just do that in my sleep, darling.
A lot of people won't know is the fact that social media and content creating isn't actually your full-time job.
Like people apparently search for the keyword Sidoso and truth. Did these choose please for a second?
Oh my
Come
God.
on, sliders everywhere.
I'm gonna just blow my nose before we start. That was the worst nose blow ever. Oh my gosh. Right, you know what we need to do? Each one of us needs to blow our nose because I need to see how you guys blow your nose, because Silky, if you hear him blow his nose, right?
Give me a tissue.
This
He
is
sounds
becoming
like
a new
an
challenge.
elephant. No, he sounds like
That was
an
a really
elephant.
efficient tissue pull. Then you're like,
He was like, I'm ready. What for you? What
here's
for
one
you?
for bed. It's like Blue Peter. Yeah, get one for Silky then.
Right, Silky, here's your
Wait,
tissue.
how is this becoming a challenge now?
Okay.
I don't even have to blow.
Right, go on. You like listen
I can blow
to
my
him.
nose on demand, man. Everything. I'm just always got...
Listen to this.
What's wrong with that?
That was like a real gaddi.
What was wrong with
When
that?
it starts.
I don't get what's wrong with it. What's wrong with that?
Literally, you sound like an elephant. Oh. Right, go on, Silky. You can blow your nose.
This is how I usually would do it, okay?
Yeah, go on.
I'd be like this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Ladylike.
What
That's
the
so
hell?
ladylike and cute.
What is she doing? Oh, her is like...
Yeah. That's
Some
the,
weirdness
that's the
going on.
normal, nice ladylike way of doing it.
That's how I
Yeah,
would
but you
do
don't even
it.
get anything out. You want to just do this.
Okay, well.
But the thing
Anyway.
is, even when I sneeze, it's not like, I know it's not healthy, but I'll never sneeze like loudly. I'll always be like, which
Oh,
is
you
not
keep
healthy.
it in.
I keep it in. I don't know, it's not, like, you're not supposed to do
Ah.
it because apparently
It can like.
your brain can explode from that, apparently.
Oh my God,
Really?
isn't that the most silkiest thing you've
Yeah.
ever heard? Like, she's literally just the most
She sees it.
ladylike person ever. Yeah.
That's me. That's literally me. When I sneeze, I'm literally like, and people are
You
like,
see you twitching and this random twitch.
yeah.
That is so cute. That is literally Silky to a T. Well, Silky, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you very much.
I think we have to mention that this is not the first time we've done this, is it?
Yeah. So we had you here in this exact same spot a few
Yep.
months ago, but we fucked up with the recordings because we didn't have our producer Saab, Mr.
Yeah.
Taran Daliba. So we used to record on phones, and Bajari, you had to delete about half of your memory.
I know.
All your
We had-
photos.
We had storage
Yeah,
problems.
we had
We
storage.
did. So literally,
She had to donate her phone to the
to the
cause,
cause.
and it turned out that somewhere along the line, your phone ran out of storage, or
I think,
someone's
yeah,
phone?
think
Yeah,
mine
I think
did.
Silky's phone ran out of storage. We've only
So-
got about half an hour of the podcast in. So we're back now
So
for
we
round
started
2.
again.
Yeah. But it's going to be
Bigger,
good.
better. Let's
Yeah, we had a warm-up. That was a warm-up. We're back here
Yes.
at Nashta Cafe in Slough. Big up. Thank you so much for having us.
Yes.
So I think, and we need to revisit this again, right? Because me and Dee were talking
much
about
shit.
this. Oh, your tissue's there. There you go.
I'll
Yeah,
put
put
it
it away.
Thank you.
We were talking about this, and we were saying, what was Silky's story again with her name? Because remember we asked you in the last
Yeah, yeah,
podcast
yeah.
about your name story, and then we forgot what the name story was. So this is going to be really good to give like a.
Oh, we got oat milk tea.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Thank
shout out
you
to
so
Nashta.
much.
Bringing
you
it
so
through.
much.
Okay, getting in frame and that. But it's
Silky,
all
where
good.
else do you get Indian
Yeah.
jar with oat milk?
I know.
Yeah,
What to
it's all
say?
good. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and the
Thank
sugars.
you.
Aww,
Thank
love
thank
you.
you so much.
We love you, Nashta. Yes.
Yay.
The only place you can get jar with
No,
oat
honestly, I was
milk.
about to say, even when we came last time, I was so excited because usually when we go to other places, it's always like, I want to have job, but I can't because of the milk. And then, you know, Justina was like, we have oat milk. And I was like, give me the job.
Do you want sugar in it?
No, without sugar. I just...
You don't have Indian tea with sugar?
This is-
Really? I just can't drink Indian tea without sugar.
I try to avoid sugar where I can. Just, I kind of got used to it now.
Yeah.
I don't know. Even like normal tea, I like to drink like normal peppermint tea or like fennel tea and stuff without sugar. I don't know. I used to put a lot of sugar in it before, but then one day I just decided to let me just try it without
I liked you before. But that was one thing too far. That was one thing too much for me.
Desi jar has to be with sugar. I can drink English tea without sugar, but not desi
No,
jar. Anyway, digressing. Right, the
Your
Silky
name?
story. Yeah, your name, right?
Yes.
Is your name Silky?
drum rolls.
Yeah.
It's Surendrajit.
Surendrajit?
Actually?
Oh my god! Because we actually forgot your name because we was like.
Oh right, you actually did forget my name?
No, because we was outside like, oh, what was Silky's name again? She was like, I don't know. I was like,
We
I don't
forgot.
know.
Did you actually forget?
So it's actually.
We forgot. We know you were Silky, but
Your
we forgot.
faces though.
So
Your
I actually
face.
believed you.
Would that be part of the story?
And I was like, hold on, Surendrajit. Why the fuck do I remember that? I was fucking. Like, I would have remembered that.
No hate to
Okay.
any Surendrajit, obviously. Love to all the Surendrajits watching, but that's actually what I do to a lot of people. Whenever I come here, people are like, it's because that's the first question usually. People are like, is your actual name Silky or should we call you Sedoso? Or people actually call me Sedoso as well, which is fine.
Yeah.
Like, at this point, like I see that as my name as well now. But I'm always like, let me know. No, my name is Surendrajit.
I
And
love
some people
that.
are like, no, really?
But just to
I'm like,
clarify, so it's not Silky.
no, it's
so
not
what is
Surendrajit.
it?
It's not Sedoso, it's Silky.
So your
So your
actual
real
name
name
is
is
Silky?
My
Silky.
actual name is Silky. Yes.
Silky.
Yes, it's not
Sil-
like a lot of people think it's a
So
pet
it's like,
name.
your name on the passport is like Silky,
It's Silky.
Cool, whatever.
It's literally Silky, yeah.
But where did that come from?
So basically,
Silky,
time!
Silky Ball. That's what I was doing this last time, remember to you.
I used to get hyped with the song because that was my name.
I kept
Shout out
saying
to
Silky,
Hans Rajans.
Silky Ball. She just hated me after that. Yeah, go on.
I like the song. So basically, I have two older sisters, and both of them have Punjabi names.
Okay.
And because we live in Germany, people always used to like mess up the names, like the pronunciation. So they wouldn't pronounce it like how you would actually pronounce Punjabi name. So I came like 7 years later, and my parents were like, okay, right. Oh, and they have like pet names at home as well. So it's Wendy and Tracy for my sisters.
Wendy?
No way!
I don't even know if they'll be happy with me saying this right now.
Fucking,
I just expose you guys.
That's the most. Okay, we're gonna get to where you are from later on. But when you find out where she's from, that doesn't make any sense.
That's so funny because normally you hear like Pinky or something like that.
Yeah,
Wendy
or
and
Bubbly
Tracy.
or-
Yeah, Bubbly.
I know.
Yeah,
Now
or
talking about
Lovely.
it though, I always like I didn't even.
Oh,
ask
Wendy,
about it.
Aida, or
Yeah.
Tracy.
Yeah, Wendy and
Roti
Tracy.
Paiya Tracy.
It's literally Wendy Tracy, and then that's like how we call them like at home. Everyone does. No one really calls them with their actual names, like their like actual Punjabi names.
Yeah.
And then when they used to go to school, it would be like really hard for everyone to pronounce the Punjabi names. And then I came after 7 years. My parents learned from their mistakes, living in Germany and not giving their children like Punjabi names. And they were like, okay, you know what? You'll get a short and simple name. But because Wendy and Tracy have 5 letters and a Y at the end, they wanted the same for me as well. And then I think my mom heard like Silky somewhere, like someone was named Silky, and then she really liked the name. And then
It's because she heard the song.
Probably.
But it's such a cool name, Silky. It's a proper stage name, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never ever come across a Silky before.
Yeah.
proper.
That's pretty cool.
I used to get annoyed because I was like, that's not even a proper name.
What would you have liked to have been called if it wasn't Silky?
You know what?
Surendrajit.
There's actually a very embarrassing story. I don't think I've ever talked about it though.
Okay, go on,
Ooh.
right. Buckle
Here
in.
we
That's
go.
that's honestly a really funny story because both of my sisters' Punjabi names start with Gur.
All right.
And I was always like, so my parents was like, why didn't you give me like a Punjabi name? Why am I Silky? Like, I want a name with Gur as well. And my parents were like, okay, go on. What name do you want? And then don't ask me why. I don't even know how old I was at that time. I think it was probably like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Don't know where this idea came from. I never heard that name before, but I was like, I want to be named Gurpyari.
Good
Good
Pyari.
Pyari.
Yeah.
That's actually quite a sick name.
Good Pyari's quite
Because
cute.
Yeah.
because my parents like they told me what the explanation is behind my sister's name, and it was like Guru, and then you know it has something with Guru, and I was like, I want to be something with Guru as well, and then I was like, I want to be named
Guru
Gurpyari.
love.
Yeah, Gur ki pyari.
Yeah, yeah.
Aww.
And my dad still makes fun of that, but that's like our insider joke, and I've never talked about that to anyone.
I'm
because
gonna call you Piaro from now on.
and then I was like, no, I want my name changed. Like I want to change my passports and stuff. And my parents were like, okay, we'll do it tomorrow. Go to sleep. So
Like,
yeah, I had this phase.
They're like, she's gonna grow out of that one.
I had this phase where I really wanted to be called Gurpiari, and I wanted Gurpiari.
There
to
you
be my
go.
name.
The truth about Sidoso.
I know.
We've just exposed it.
Yeah.
It's not even so. You're actually the first ones that I've actually like opened with, like except for family that knows this.
Wow, I feel so honoured. I feel like in honour of that, I
we
need
are
to actually
family.
start calling you Good Piari now as
No,
well.
I'm gonna call you Piaro. Piaro
Really
fan. Yes, my
It's
dear.
funny though how you
Oh, she didn't even.
What was
Yo, she firms, man. She firms like down here. I just do it again. Good Piaro. Yes.
It's
No,
funny
yeah.
though how he just went, the truth about Sidoso.
Yeah.
Because what was this whole thing on TikTok about you?
Oh, yeah.
And it was
Oh
like a
my
phrase that kept
God.
coming up, like people had searched the truth about Sidoso.
I have no idea. So apparently there's a new feature. I don't know if you guys checked it, if it's on your like TikToks.
Yeah, it's
I
on
don't
mine.
have it yet, but my sister typed in my name on TikTok one day, Sidoso.
In the search.
In the
What's up?
search, exactly. And then you know how on Google, like you get suggestions, like you just type in one keyword and then things
Yeah,
come
yeah.
up, like recommendations and stuff. For some weird reason, there were like different things coming up, like truth about Sidoso. Like people apparently search for the keyword Sidoso and truth,
Yeah.
which confused me. So she took a screenshot of that and she was like, this is what people are searching for. I was like,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know
That
what I
is-
think it is as well though? Because when I look at you, right, and I always give props to you for this, because I feel like you are the most wholesome
Wholesome girl.
content creator.
Yeah.
You are like, you never like shot to fame because you've done something a bit wild,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
wacky. Like everything you do is always just so cute, family friendly,
Relatable.
wholesome. And I fully rate you for that.
Thank
so
you.
I guess people look at you and they're like, well, what is the truth about this girl? Like,
Coach,
there
no,
must be
Coach,
some
Munaya.
drama. Yeah.
She's got a boyfriend. She's
Yeah.
got something.
Dal mein
She's,
kuch
Shot
kala hai.
cover, she's got a
she's
boyfriend.
like, she does like, she drinks shots of, I don't know.
Tequila Rose
Yeah.
or whatever.
I don't drink though, disclaimer. I don't. But yeah, I wondered, I was like, what is the truth? So like, what is it that they want to know? I was like, just ask me. I do question and answer rounds like frequently. I'm like, just ask me what you want. But yeah, I was like, that's funny.
I think
But
we-
like,
it wasn't
but
even-
people know that everything that is said on social media is all curated. Even question and answers are curated to a
Yeah,
point.
true.
Yeah.
Because you
true.
can answer it whatever you want. Like someone,
True,
yeah.
okay, that's true,
And so
yeah.
they're hoping that someone else has found some dirt on you. They can search it and then it'll be a TikTok.
Expose me.
Yeah. Well, you know
But
what
yeah.
one truth is about you that maybe a lot of people won't know is the fact that social media and content creating isn't actually your full-time job. Now, we were so mind-blown when we heard this
Yeah.
because every time I'm on TikTok, it's like, Sidoso, new upload, Sidoso, new trend. And
We
then you
assumed
told
you were a
us,
full-time content
yeah.
Yeah.
But then you told us that you've actually got a full-time job as well.
Yes.
So like, talk to us a little bit
Yeah.
about that. Like, what do you do?
So I'm actually a fashion journalist.
No
Wow.
way.
Yeah, I studied fashion journalism back in, I started 2014 with studying. And yeah, I always knew that I wanted to do something with fashion, like either fashion designing or just, even as a kid, I always loved dressing up. And I just knew I wanted to do something with fashion. So after my, is it A levels here when you're like done with grade 12 or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
just
yeah.
before
Okay.
A-levels,
yeah, is
before
that,
uni.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it's called
A-levels.
Abitur in Germany. All my friends were like, we want to go into medicine, we want to do law, we want to do engineering, and I was like, I want to do something more creative. Like I really
Yeah.
like, because my major was arts as well, and I really like acting, and I love fashion and everything creative.
Yeah.
And
Ja, आ गई
जा,
चाय।
आ गई,
ले आ
जा।
दो, ले आ दो।
Thank you. Oh, we're getting spoilt here. We are.
Yes.
Is there two or
Get that
three?
sugar, man.
Oh, there's two.
There's sugar here. I can see
sugar,
it.
you've got sugar as well.
Anyway, so.
So
what
yeah, I
was
always
Aw.
knew.
Thank you so much. Wait, let's get the masala jar. Thank you.
it? Thank you so much. That's mine.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
No,
No.
no, no. I probably shouldn't have the masala jar anyway because of my throat. I'm trying so hard not to cough.
It's gonna look so funny. It's like bande tinne te cup punch.
I know, I know.
Don't
like,
worry, man. Cha तो पी हो जाती है. शराब तो पींदा नहीं है. But we
That's
can
it.
drink cha, innit?
Chart all day,
Chart,
every day.
true.
Okay, God, what was she saying? So, I
So-
think fashion.
You do that.
Yeah, so everyone was like into, we want to do this and this, and I was like, I feel like I want to do something into fashion. And then, yeah, this one day I just came across this course, like this studying course, like fashion journalism. I was like, that sounds good because I really like writing. I've always enjoyed writing and fashion, obviously. And then I was like, hey, that's like a nice way to combine both the worlds. And yeah, that's how I got into that world. And then that's actually when Sidoso started as well, when I started to study, because I was like, okay, because before that, I had an Instagram account. It was private, just for friends and family.
Yeah.
And then when I started studying, I was like, okay, this is like a new chapter, and it's all gonna be about fashion now. And I'm just gonna do like an open profile now to share like outfit pictures.
Yeah.
And so yeah,
like bloggy kind of stuff, like fashion blogging and that kind of stuff.
Exactly, that was like the beginning of Sedoso. Sedoso was basically a fashion blogger. Like mainly, the idea behind Sedoso was like a fashion beauty blogger.
Where did the name come from, Sedoso?
You just took the question right out my mouth.
Oh, sorry. There we
Yeah.
go. We're
These
thinking.
questions
Sorry,
for me.
we're thinking on the same wavelength.
Men no blir svara på till Go on.
So Sedoso is actually silky in Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah. So I came across this one YouTuber, Dulce Candy 87, I think it's her name.
How the fuck do you remember that?
I know.
She's one of the first. She's one of my most favorite like YouTubers that I ever like watched. Like
Okay.
back then, there were like a bunch of Mac Barbie 07. Everyone used to have like these funny names. back then.
Yeah.
And I really liked her account, and I found out that I think dulce means candy in Spanish. I'm not sure, but I think she once mentioned that her name, like her actual YouTube name, is like something translated from Spanish. I don't know why that inspired me so much, and that day I was like, let me just look what silky means in Spanish, and then Sedoso came up, and I was like, this is my new username. That's my username. Got it. And then over the years, I just kept it. I know a lot of people change it to their actual names then, but. I was like, I'll just keep Sedoso. I like it.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's become part of her identity, isn't
I like
it?
silky.
Yeah.
I like silky though. I gotta admit.
It does. It kind of has become my identity now. To be honest,
It's
Sedoso.
like people must think of you as Sedoso.
It's like for me, it's like I differentiate between both of them now. So silky is like the fashion journalist at home in Germany, working at the office, all nerdy, and then Sedoso is like the actual like living the glam life, living what Silky always wanted to live. So it's like actually funny.
It's cool though, like how you juggle the both, isn't it? Like full-time job and your content creation.
Yeah, it's kind of gotten routine now. It's kind of got used to it.
Even
now.
with you though, or when people see you around, they're like, oh, that's Serena Worldwide. They won't be like, oh, that's Serena.
It's
like,
Serena.
They just say
the
like,
actual username.
So they must be like, oh, that's
Sedoso. Yeah. How many times? Like so many times, people actually come and they go, Sedoso. I'm like, that's me.
yeah. It's weird how that becomes a thing, isn't it? But it's whatever your Instagram handle is or TikTok handle or whatever. That's your name, really.
Yeah.
It's a very important part of like naming yourself.
Yeah.
It kind of does become you then, because that's what I think people look for. Just that's what they see. They won't see Silky all the time. Obviously, if I would have kept it Silky, everyone would have been like, okay, it's Silky. But because they see Sedoso everywhere, it's just.
That's correct. So how do you like manage time between having a full-time job then? So you're a fashion journalist. I guess that's quite a taxing, demanding job in itself, isn't it?
Yes.
And obviously we touched on. You mentioned a few times there that you're from Germany, so that's where she's from. Who's gonna?
Oh, guys. I know.
But she kinda, like,
I never even
okay.
knew you were from
But
Germany.
that's the thing. A lot of people always are like they don't know that I'm from Germany, and I was like, because I know I'm from Germany, I just kind of feel like obviously.
Yeah.
But then I
people
forget that I don't really put that across that
I
much.
think it's because a lot of people don't see like German Punjabis. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the
probably.
Stereotypical places like we got England, we got
Canada.
America, Australia, kind of places.
Germany
but,
isn't that.
Germany's
much
in a
on the map,
place where there's like no, like everyone's got a Massey in Canada. Everyone's got like
I've got a Massey in.
Actually, there you go. So I told you. And everyone's got someone in England, Slough, Southall, or like Birmingham or somewhere.
Yeah.
But no one's got anyone related in
Germany.
Germany. So it's a very like small community, isn't it?
Yeah.
Punjabis
But that's
over.
exactly the thing, which is like also, it's also been like a little bit of a, how to say, a challenge for me.
Yeah.
Because the content that I create is like towards the Desi community, obviously, because, you know, I do a lot of comedy stuff, even Punjabi music and stuff. And then me living in Germany is like hard to like get audience in Germany. Not that it's like important for me to have like audience in Germany, but it's just like the environment that I'm in is just like, over there, I feel like when I'm here, I'm Sedoso because I actually get to meet all of you guys that actually see my content. And over there, I feel like 99% I'm actually Silky. And just that 1% I'm in my room in front of my tripod. That's when I'm Silky. Sedoso, sorry.
Sedoso.
And here I'm like Sedoso, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So over there, it's like, because the like people over there, they wouldn't really know what my content is about. They just watch it and they're like, okay, they don't understand the language and like all of that. That's like completely different from like the German world.
That's one good thing about the internet. It's made the world a lot smaller, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you was in Germany itself, but like 15, 20 years ago, you'd be a lot more detached from your Punjabi culture. You wouldn't be able to see all these things in real time happening, all these like trends that we're in. Like you just see what's around you in Germany,
Exactly.
and you'd just become like that. But how did you, like, you're so in touch with your culture and like your music. I know you love Prophecy. Every time I'm on your page, I always see you like bumping some Prophecy song.
I love Prophecy.
I'm like,
as
fucking
well.
hell, we get it. You like Prophecy? I get it.
The songs are so good.
Yeah, I agree. I love Prophecy.
Yeah, she's another Prophecy.
Yeah, I am
Thank
massive Prophecy.
We're all
lover.
fans of Prophecy, to be fair. I never used to until Serena. She's got me addicted to it as well. And our proposal song, a video, and the song.
Prophecy.
Yeah, we use a Prophecy song.
Yeah.
But anyway, so if you like, how the fuck can you be so connected with Punjabi culture, music, and all these things? Like, you're in a small little town in city in Germany. So how do you even go about that?
I guess just props to my parents, because I think it was really important to them for me to like grow up with the Punjabi culture, even speak Punjabi at home. So whenever, like, we do speak Punjabi at home as well. It's a mix of English and German as well, but most of the time we try to speak Punjabi at home. We go to the Gurdwara every Sunday. I used to do Kirtan, like, I think for 4 or 5 years, and every Sunday at the
No way,
Gurdwara.
you can do Kirtan?
Gurpyari.
No way.
Yes.
If I knew that, I would have bought a harmonium.
Oh yeah, I know how to play harmonium as well. I used to.
What?
Oh, sorry.
That's new. We didn't know that last time.
Yeah, I used to play
Do you
harmonium.
ever do like Bolnia then?
Bolnia.
That's not the same as Kirtan. You've just gone from one tangent to another. You've gone from like praising God's name to like basically the opposite.
No, but what's the?
Oh dear. You get cancelled here.
What do you mean?
Shit. Delete that.
No, that's going in. You're gonna get your bestie done.
Oh no.
We're keeping that in the edit, man. Forget that.
No, the only reason I jumped to Bolnia.
I'm just bestie. Remember this clip and post it.
Don't you dare. The only reason I said Bolnia is because obviously you can like, obviously have a good singing voice, and if you can do Kirtan. So I thought, because you're so into like, you know, you
Punjabi,
see, I
culture.
thought maybe Bolnia like would be something.
Yeah, well,
you could do as well.
Bolnia, I am into Bolnia, but because we don't really have a lot of weddings there, like I hardly go to any wedding. Like honestly, I know you have your wedding season.
Don't
you go
worry,
to weddings.
At ours.
You guys go to weddings.
Doing the Bolnia.
I bet you're like practicing the Bollia like one day.
I was waiting for this day.
I'm gonna crush this shit. It's gonna come out of nowhere with some mad Bollia. But I'm like, what the fuck?
No, it's gonna be like that.
It's gonna
song. It's gonna be your
Yes.
song.
No, you know what it's gonna be? You know what's gonna be, D?
What's gonna be?
The Bolli.
Which Bollia, man? Huh? Even you know?
How do you not know? What have we been singing for the
Oh my
last
God,
half an hour?
I thought it's Silky Bar. Oh no, Gaddi Red Challenger.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's gonna be the Bolli I'll be singing.
Oh yes, Gaddi Red Challenger.
She's gonna be there with the dolki like.
She's gonna be the old like, you know,
Dream
like,
come true.
because people have been saying about that's gonna be a Bolli in like 20 years time, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
It probably will, honestly.
She'll be singing
I don't
at
even
ours
doubt
next
it.
year.
But yeah, I used to do Kirtan.
No
And
way. That's
yeah, we grew up
new
with
to me.
like we grew up with Punjabi music. Obviously, my
Amazing.
sisters are older, so they also listen to Punjabi music. So I was very like much inspired by their playlists. Grew up with a lot of Bollywood movies as well.
What did you grow up listening to, Punjabi artists? Like, do you remember some
everything.
standout
Soni
artists?
Babla,
Okay.
even like Punjabi MC, all the old songs. A lot of Bolnia as well, actually. Even like old songs my parents would listen to, like old Gurdas Maan songs.
Okay. All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So
Oh,
all
sick.
of that things, and then
Give us a
it just
Bolli now.
kind of-
I'll do a talkie.
nah.
Oh, don't put the poor girl on the spot.
Why not, man? You must know one, my
No,
baby.
not properly.
Oh, come on, Ashley, come on. Let's do it.
No, but I don't know ones properly. I just don't like.
You just said you listen to Bollia.
I listen to them, yes, but not like.
She's been exposed. We've exposed.
Oh my god.
Hey, मार दी गप्पा मार दिया कोई बोलिया नहीं होने नो.
It's easy for me to like when I actually hear it and then just sing with it.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you wanted to sing, I'll join you. I'll be happy to join you.
I don't know any Bollia.
I don't know. I can't remember any actually. You should know a few.
I know something like, I don't know.
There's a body bursi cutting and then
like,
something, and then you rhyme it.
Yeah.
Or like the Malkeet Singh, all of those songs, the wedding songs.
Yeah.
Like the Mama
Yeah,
Bara
yeah.
Great and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So those are always fun.
So then,
So yeah.
so how did obviously you're very much in touch with your culture then because of your family and the way you've been brought up. So then how did that evolve, right, into you like growing this massive like TikTok and social media accounts and all this stuff? Because you've literally just blown up over the years. I feel like you are the girl to go to for like all the trends and everything. So like how did that even all come about? Because when you look at Silky, right, if you met Silky, you would never think that you have this big, massive, like, fan base because you're just such a cute little, like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Normally, you always see it's the really loud, extroverted people who have the big accounts, but you're not like that. You're just so cute, like a cute little
Like
butter.
little cute cowgirl.
You
Look at
cowgirl.
No, you got your cowgirl.
come from?
No, you got your cowgirl boots on. You got your checked shirt.
Excuse me,
jeans.
can we please check out these shoes, please, for a second?
Oh my
Come
God,
on, sliders
Can
everywhere.
you get
Juggle
them,
gang.
firstly, away from the camera, right? Secondly, they are not cowgirl
Juggle
boots.
gang.
They are Chelsea boots.
These are just
right?
normal
Chelsea
boots.
boots.
Yeah.
How do I give you
Come on, you
cowboy
like-
girls?
The check shirt, the jeans.
Okay, I can see what
Check
you mean.
shirt,
by
jeans,
the jeans
into
tucked
boots.
in with the belt.
Well, okay, yeah, the
Cute
belt
little check
maybe.
carrier.
Anyway,
The belt,
listen.
I'll give you that.
Don't listen to this guy's fashion stuff. Obviously, she's the fashionista here. But
I'm just a
anyway,
floating head.
You're the
Can
fashion
see
statement
him.
today.
Can't see him.
These are our fashion statement today.
What was he saying? Okay, yeah. So when you look at, you're not a really like extroverted person or whatever, but you've got this massive account. So how did you grow into Sudoso?
That's what I ask myself every single day. No, so as I said, like I was very into fashion and everything. So that was basically the beginning of Sudoso. Like I strictly wanted to keep my like account fashion related, which I still do. I do post a lot of fashion stuff. Like I still love it. But then Dub Smash came around. I'm not sure if you guys remember the app. It was like
I remember Dub Smash.
I don't remember the smashing.
Do you
it's
not?
like it's like a very like simpler version of TikTok, how we know it nowadays. So it was basically an app where you could dub to different sounds. And so I grew up with Bollywood. Like I was like a huge Bollywood freak, like all the 90s movies, songs, everything. I obsessed with it. So one day I came across, they had like one category called Bollywood, and I was like, okay, that's weird, because all of my German friends were using them like for Hollywood dialogues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's check out the Bollywood section. And then they literally had like so many fun dialogues, which I could like dub to and lip sync to. And then I just took like one video just for fun and sent it to my friends, like the group chat, my sisters, and they were like, oh, that's so funny. And I was like, I'll just post it on Instagram. Like that was literally me breaking my #1 rule, which I just wanted to keep everything fashion related. And I was like, but I like doing that. So
Which is
you know,
fun for you.
yeah, it's just fun. And I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I'll just post it. Like, no one's gonna see it anyway. Like, it's just fun for me. And then I posted it, and for some reason or somehow, that video must have landed like to the Indian audience or like the Desi audience.
Yeah.
And I've been getting feedback, and people were like, oh, like the lip sync is on point, and it's so much fun. Like watching you have to do more and stuff. And that's basically how it started. And I was like, okay, people are liking it. People are enjoying what I enjoy as well, like the Bollywood side of it, like the lip sync and singing. And then I just kept posting, and people kept liking it. And then Musically came around, which is basically
Musically,
Which what turned into
TikTok, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Musically.
So I think in
turned
2017 or 18,
Yeah.
Musically turned into TikTok.
TikTok.
Ah.
So TikTok actually is Musically, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just
It
changed.
just evolved.
Oh,
It
I
got
didn't
bought
know
out.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and the funny thing is, back then, I would use those apps like Dub Smash and Musically. I would use those apps to create the video in there and just post it on Instagram. I kid you not, I would use the app Musically. I would make the video, save it, post it on Instagram, and then not open it Musically for like one or 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I would not open it.
No,
And then whenever
right.
I'd open it, it'd be like, oh, 1,000 new followers, 2,000 new followers.
Whoa.
But even at that point, I was like, I didn't understand the app. And I was like, what does that even mean?
Yeah,
like, just let me do
yeah.
my video and let me post it on Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'd always go straight to Instagram. I would ignore like the whole platform. For so many months.
No one that you knew was using it, so it wasn't like.
Yeah,
you know
so
what
I literally just used it because my focus was on posting on Instagram.
This is exactly what happened with me. You know that exact same thing you said? I remember my first TikTok I did, and it blew up and it got about 25,000 views.
Yeah.
I never once opened TikTok to see it. And one day I went on and I was like, is that normal? Do you just get lots more views on TikTok or something? I was so confused.
Yeah, I would open Musically. I would be like, oh, there are like so many people watching it. But it was just so like strange. Like this whole atmosphere and everything was just so new to me because I was so used to Instagram. I guess it would be the same if a new app comes around.
Yeah,
like need some time to just like understand what the features are.
100.
So I was a bit overwhelmed with it, and I was just like, I'm just going to use this app for the video itself and then post it on Instagram. And I think I was sleeping on it for so many months, and I was like building a fan base on Musically without even knowing that people are actually enjoying it over there.
That's mad.
So that's crazy. And then one day I was like, okay, let me just check this app out. What is this actually? Like there's actually community you can build, people can comment. And that's when I just kind of realized, so, oh, okay, so
You can actually
that's
start.
another social media platform.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah,
I think it just didn't click that Musically back then is another social media platform. For me, it just was like Instagram all the time, the main focus.
Yeah, because that was our platform, wasn't it, of our generation?
Yeah.
Like, that was our thing that we
all
but
grew
then
up on it.
the younger generation were on Musically, and they
were
on,
straight to Musically,
Yeah,
exactly. And that's another thing, like a lot of my friends and my colleagues, they'd be like, oh, you're on Musically? That's just like what 12 and 14-year-old girls do. And I felt like so weird. I was like, no, but like my community likes what I do because I enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
You should say to them now, what now, bitch?
That's the thing. Well, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But
Say it like that and get her reaction.
But when TikTok came around, obviously, then lockdown and COVID, I feel like that just changed the whole game.
Yeah.
Like every single person that made fun of me for using TikTok, everyone's on TikTok right now.
it.
And everyone was like, Silky, you've been doing this for a while. Can we give you some tips, please?
It accelerated it, didn't it?
Now
I was like, now you remember.
It was always going to happen, but it accelerated it. It's
massively.
like supersonic speed.
Yeah.
Accelerated
It
it.
did. Yeah.
And now literally everyone's on TikTok, obviously, and it's just like
you have to be. It's the app of it's the social media platform of the future. If
Yeah,
you're not on
it
it
is.
now, you're already left behind.
is,
And
yeah.
if you weren't on it in lockdown, you're already left behind then as
yeah,
well.
no, it's like brands, it's people,
Yeah.
like every single thing has a TikTok account nowadays.
Yeah.
So
And even if you're not on TikTok, all the other social media platforms have a version of TikTok. So you got Reels with Instagram,
Yeah.
you've got
YouTube
Shorts,
Shorts, yeah.
YouTube, and you've got what else?
Snapchat's got its own kind of.
Oh no,
Not really,
Snapchat.
actually.
know
But
The Shorts Shorts and Reels are the main ones.
Reels are main, yeah.
They're the main two. So
Yeah.
if a big platform which has been around since 2006, like YouTube, is implementing short form
Yeah,
and also
yeah,
monetizing
yeah,
it,
yeah.
that's the future, isn't
But I
it?
feel like the future is also like the word short form
Short
because
form.
everyone's attention span is like it's just getting
It's
lesser
the
and
optimal
lesser.
amount of content, isn't it?
Yeah.
Short form.
Yeah, it's
it
madness.
is.
Yeah.
Because whatever they say, they like the first 3 seconds even like
Yeah.
have to catch you because we as consumers even like if we don't like something for the first 3 seconds we'll just keep scrolling.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's actually making it harder for like the creators to
Yeah.
like create content that's actually like like
Engaging.
has value
Yeah,
and
yeah.
also engaging and
Do
is
you feel
entertaining.
like when you plan out your TikTok content, you have to really think about what's going to capture the audience, or do you do it more so for fun? Because obviously, and we spoke about this with Jyoti as well,
Yeah.
when you've got a full-time job too,
Yeah.
you're not relying on any like income or anything you're generating on like TikTok or Instagram
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
You're doing it for fun.
Yeah.
But you've obviously got yourself to a place now. People are expecting certain things from you. So like, how do you think about what videos you want to put out there and how you're going to do it?
It's honestly still the same as the first day. I literally, even things that I post now, it's just things that I like doing, if it's fun. Even like, there's been like so many trends, I don't even remember, like trends come and go on TikTok anyway.
Yeah.
That I never really did because I was like, that's not me. Like I wouldn't enjoy doing it. It's not something that I would like, so I never did that. When there are trends that I actually like doing or sounds, I'll do them. And not with the background of, oh, I have to catch the audience. It's just
Yeah.
like, if I like the idea how it is in my head, I just want to like execute it and just post it and be happy with the final result. And if
Yeah.
I'm happy, that's it. That's the main thing for me. So
But I think, you know what, that really works for you because I feel like you grew yourself from being your genuine, authentic self and people just like you for that. So you can carry on doing that. Whereas I feel like these days now, it's so much harder just to post things that you enjoy or whatever
Yeah.
because people are posting things for the purpose of growing and
Yeah.
building their brand.
Yeah.
And then you've got to
Yes.
do all these
Yes.
bloody trends to be
Yes.
able to get to that
But
place.
that's like the
Wow.
pressure, isn't it? Like I always wonder,
Pressure.
like if I do that, obviously, it's the full-time job as well. Like it wouldn't let me even do all these things. I try to create all of my content in my free time. Obviously, I can't do it during work time.
Yeah.
Also, they know that I have TikTok, so they would see
so
it.
they think. Silky definitely doesn't do it. She definitely doesn't do it in work time. Is that good? Is that good?
So
Yeah.
no, very good. But yeah, so for me, it's just like I have my ideas, and when I'm in front of my tripod or whatever, I just know what I want to do, and I just film it without really thinking like, oh, is this going to be like the first 3
Yeah.
seconds or the 5 seconds or this long. So sometimes I even have ideas in my head which I think will do really well for my audience, when I feel like, oh, people will like that as well because I like it. They don't always do that well.
Yeah, yeah.
But it
You
doesn't
can't always
mean,
tell, can you?
yeah, but then still that doesn't like stop me from not doing them because I'm like, that's just like I
You just
still
do
like
work,
it.
move next.
Yeah, I just
Yeah,
move
yeah.
next and I'll just still do things that I like because
But like, you had a bit of an advantage being an early adopter. So like the early adopters always do better just because the platform, when it's growing, it needs more content. So therefore,
Yes.
it pushes the content.
Yes.
That it's already the content creators, it pushes them more. Whereas when there's a like in COVID and all what's come after that, there's an abundance of content.
Yes.
Now it's a lot more.
Saturated,
The actual algorithm is a lot more selective. It's
Yes,
like
yes.
it really needs to be good to get
yes,
pushed.
Yeah.
yes, that's the
So
thing.
like
I definitely think you get a head start.
You
but
got a
I
head
also
start,
think
but not-
it's the consistency,
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
it? Yeah.
So that's the head start
Yeah.
there. But that doesn't mean that it's never going to happen. Like, because I've only just started using TikTok properly now. Like,
Yeah.
I've done it a little bit in lockdown when
everyone was doing it.
I did a few things. Some things went viral. Remember?
Yeah.
Even now, you should show me. Another video just went viral.
He's so proud of his video, honestly.
Anyway, then
his TikTok video he recently posted. Go and have a look at it. Right?
It's so funny though. It's a funny one, and you look so pretty in it. I love your suit. I love your suit on it.
Literally every hour he's like, whoa, it's on 200,000 views. Whoa, it's on 300,000 views.
Imagine.
He's so excited.
Firstly, we'll come back to that in a sec. Well, you lost my train of thought now. So yeah, okay. So what I was trying to say is, yes, he was an early adopter, and yet people might, because I'm just trying to give value to the audience. If anyone is or wants to be a content creator, or wants to grow a platform, or wants to do anything with a brand, or with their own brand, or with a brand that they work for or own, it's never too late. Because even now you can create content that goes viral. You just got to be consistent and just got to make sure that you put the right message across. Don't try to chase the algorithm too much. Work towards integrating with the algorithm, but also try to push your message out there. But then so what were you talking about with the post that just went viral recently?
Can we please talk about my post?
Everyone keeps saying she wore a nice suit. I wore a suit too. For sake, it's three-piece suit and everything. Jeez Louise. That's Hollywood. Anyway, what was I saying? What was he saying about that?
Oh, about how excited you were that it blew up and...
He's like, look at his smile. He's like, yeah.
Listen, I'm a TikTok celebrity now. Basically, TikTok calling me up. They're like, yo, when are you going to come to the TikTok summit?
I know what you're going to say. He's basically saying that he didn't have loads of followers when we did that video. He had about 400, 500.
Yeah, so
and by doing that video...
Followers, and we just literally started doing a few little, like, say, reels that I've uploaded.
Yes.
Because I'm doing it I'm doing it the other way around as well. I'm doing reels.
And post them on TikTok.
But I'm not doing it on TikTok.
Oh, you're not?
So I wasn't doing it on TikTok for ages, and now we've
yeah.
started to introduce them into TikTok. But TikTok hates that. If it's already a reel, it doesn't like the fact that it's a reel.
Yeah.
So then we started to curate content just for TikTok, and then this was just randomly something I just said, yo, Serena, this song, I love this song. It's big right now.
I feel like we need a single.
She wasn't even like interested in it really. She's like, oh, okay, I'll just do it. And then
wait, is you acting in it, like actually acting?
That's acting.
That's actually you.
That's actually acting.
Or do you? Like, did he tell you to like act like, oh, you don't care what he's doing?
Oh no, that was my acting. Oh, that'd be so rude.
No, I was like, maybe. No, I thought maybe you caught her off guard. It's like literally you just like down. She was like, what the hell is he doing?
So I came with the idea. I was like, oh, this is what my idea is. Like, I'm just gonna quickly say that I'm, showing off because it's a show off thing.
Yes.
And then you've got to be.
How does it go? The song?
Show off, menu karna penda.
Tenu pata kiri shari mein charenda.
Hey,
shouts to Babulicious. We can bully now.
Tony Punjabi.
See, there we go, bully now.
Bubble, you're an OG, you're a goat, man. Anyway,
I love Bubble.
So then
the song is literally everywhere.
Literally,
love it.
She's done her own one, so she's made me film and do all hers ones. And so quickly
you don't want to know how many drafts I have of this song. Like this song.
We was only ready because we was going out to a function. So then we was ready. I was like, quickly, just do this one. So her brother Howard, it literally done about 2-3 takes. Boom, done it. I uploaded it, didn't even think about it. Yeah. And then like we're sat somewhere. I'm like, yo, look at the views, and it said 12K. So I said, yo, sorry, look at the views. I went like that.
He's so excited.
And as I went like that, it just went poof, to 50K.
Yeah.
So I was like, wow.
No, can I just say something?
I was like,
can I just say something?
I'm a celebrity.
No, let me say something.
I got my glasses out, I put them back on. I just sat there like, talk to my PA, please.
The funniest bit right now is that Silky said that like, yeah, because she faces this like every single day. So she's like,
no.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, 50K? Oh, I'll just do that in my sleep, darling.
No.
But anyway, to me, that was like...
I sneeze and I get 100K.
Yeah. What? No.
मेरे साथ 5 निकल जाने $250,000 हो जाता है मेरे तो 10 लाख हो जाने पता मैं जाते हैं चुप करके anyway no that's listen for me I've gone viral man I'm gassed so I'm like yo TikTok I'm coming for you man no not that kind of gas
Oh, can we move away from these fun conversations, please? That is so disgusting.
How did that even escalate?
Every single podcast, somehow, you manage to get some dirty, toilet-related thing in it.
Okay. Anyway, guys, if you need to get at me for TikTok, you just got to, email in to our management. They'll get in touch.
Yeah, exactly that. So for you, that's really nice, the fact that you don't feel like you've got the pressure on you to make sure that you put all the good TikToks out. Yeah. But do you ever feel like, I don't know, you like overthink sometimes things you put out there because you're like, oh, are people going to think that I mean this or I'm being nasty? Or like, have you Actually, this is a good question, right?
Yeah.
Because the stuff you put out is so wholesome and nice, but have you ever had hate? Because how can anyone hate on you?
Do I need a tissue? The thing is, with me, luckily enough, I don't really come across a lot of hate comments.
Yeah.
Like very rarely. And when, like if I do, it's not really hate comment, but it's like body shaming comments. Because like, oh, you're so skinny, eat some more. So those kind of comments. But like actually like hating on the content, very rarely. Like,
does that ever bother you when people say stuff about like your body and stuff? Does that ever affect you, or do you just say, oh, whatever?
It used to affect me when I was younger. I was like, oh, but now I'm just like, it's just something that I think about. Like, why is it like, you know how when someone's like overweight and people say like, oh, this person is fat. You know how everyone would get angry and be like, oh, that's not okay to say that, which is it's obviously not okay. But at the same time, if you tell someone, oh, you're so skinny, everyone's like, no one would say something. Everyone would be like, oh, that's fine. So I feel like it's the same thing though, like fat shaming and skinny shaming is actually the same thing. Yeah. But I feel like in our generation, or the world that we live in at the moment, it's just like, I feel like the skinny shaming bit isn't really
taken it seriously.
Seriously, yeah. It's more of like people be like, oh, that's actually the ideal body shape people should have. Oh, you're so skinny, is so nice. And then, but people don't know, like maybe, you know, someone might have like a problem with gaining weight or something, which I'm not saying that I have, but just generally, you know, it's the same with people just asking women, oh, are you pregnant or not? You know, there's like certain things you just should not talk about or like ask people. It's just rude. So
that's a point actually, because I've seen this on Twitter. Someone was really upset, a woman, that she got on a bus and no one gave her a seat up because she was like 7, 8 months pregnant. But then you said you shouldn't ask a woman if she's pregnant.
Well, I mean, if you can see that she's struggling and, you know, she wants to sit, then obviously you offer it.
But like, that's what I'm saying, because we can't create a world where we're like not allowed to say anything to anybody. I'm not saying like
we're not pregnant in the sense of, no, sorry, that's not what I meant. I meant like, you know how when someone got married and people are like, oh, when do you guys want to get pregnant? Like, oh, are you planning or not? You know, that's what I actually meant. So it came across, you know, so some couples might have problems, some don't, you know, so it's just like something, it's a personal question.
Sorry, I understand.
No, I think I
just
said it wrong.
Can you imagine Silky in an argument? She'd be like,
no, it's okay. So, you know.
I was wrong.
Usually I'm full on arguing with the guests. They're like, fuck you.
Tim and Jyoti were like,
nah, we weren't arguing, man. We were having a debate.
We were having a debate.
She's my sister, man. I love her.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was really funny. But Silky's like, no, and you're then,
no.
But the funny
I
thing
didn't mean to say that.
He went on your wavelength. That's why I was like, no, I get it. I understand. I'm sorry. And I was like, you two are just so cute.
We're just gonna give each other a hug afterwards.
So basically, it's just like, I feel like there's just some things that online, especially because obviously people are online, they feel safer to comment stuff.
Yeah.
I think half of the people that leave hate comments wouldn't even say it to you face to face.
No, definitely not.
But yeah, those are the kind of comments that used to get to my head. I'd be like, oh, maybe I shouldn't put like a picture of me like even wearing a t-shirt because my arms look so skinny or my legs look too skinny. But now I'm just like, as long as I'm happy with like me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. That people, people that know me know that I like eat. So I'm like, how can a
4-5 protein? Not a problem. Not her fault. She can't put on weight.
But I feel like, how can a stranger just like comment something? Which is like, I just find it like stupid in the first place to just comment. I would never take out 5 minutes out of my day and just like, if something annoys me online, I would never be like, oh, I don't like what you're wearing or how you look. Like, I would just like, okay, like.
The most you do is like send it to your friend and be like, oh, I don't know about this outfit. Or do you know what I mean?
Something like that.
But, like, would you do that?
I would. If like Kim Kardashian wore something crazy at the Met, I'd be like, oh, why does she wear this for?
But then like, technically, then people that do that to you is on the same level as.
But that's okay if someone does that to me, as long as they're not saying it to all my comments. You can talk about people behind my back, no problem. Just don't comment it, please. Thank you.
No, comments are cool, man.
At this point, I'm literally like, I'm not even bothered. It's just like people are gonna, because we were talking about it earlier as well. I feel like social media is like a blessing and a curse at the same time. And I decided to have an open account. You know? Like you can decide, you can decide. I could decide to have a private account as well. But I feel like that's like the cost that it comes with, you know, 100%. Like people's opinions, even not even social media, generally. Like if I decide to stand up now and say something out loud on the street, you know, I have to like
know the repercussions.
That people can come up and be like, hey, whatever you just said, I don't agree with you or I disagree. So I feel like that's the most normal thing ever. It's just like how people communicate online is just debatable.
Yeah.
But even that, like, you can't change the world, can you? Like,
No,
everyone's going to have their opinions.
But the platforms need to step in and do something a bit more about it, so it doesn't get to a point where...
Yeah, I think like TikTok does have filters and stuff. I think you can filter out certain keywords. Like, if you don't want certain comments or words to be in your comments, you can filter those out. So I think they have started doing stuff like that.
You know what the maddest thing though on TikTok, when people comment stuff, right? I don't understand what they're saying half the time because they write in such weird ways.
TikTok's a mad place, man. I can't lie. TikTok, because it's so young, you know, and the younger people have got more opinions because they haven't lived life, so they can't like understand context and stuff. So us being a auntie and uncles, like they call us.
We're definitely not, but being older, we've been through a few more experiences. We understand how it feels to go through life and ups and downs. So at 13, 14, you haven't had them same experiences, and like
for them it's just that.
And you're at home, you haven't like you've got no. When we was young and we used to look up to like people of influence, we'd have to like buy a magazine and like look at them. And go, oh wow, like there was no online kind of place for it. And then we go, oh, that person wore this and this, and then but there's no interaction directly with them. So that was like a mystery, almost like what they were. But now it's so open, so easy to access people,
to actually connect with your idols or even star celebrities, because everyone is on this platform, and so you never know. Like anyone could like reach out to you and just like answer back or reply back, and you'd be like, oh my god, this person just replied back.
So it's made it good in some ways, in the way that like you're in a small city in Germany, and you've connected with Punjabi and Indian and South Asian people all around the world. But in some, that's the good things that come out of it. But the bad things is obviously the negativity. But you don't, as you said, you don't get too much of it. We get loads of it, but it's cool.
do you think much about like what you want to do going forward, Silky? Because obviously you do your fashion journalism, but then your like TikTok and your content creation platforms are like taking off so much. So do you ever think about or get stuck in a bit of a situation where you're like, what can I actually do now going forward? Like, what do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Like, do you feel that way?
I do sometimes. But the thing is, I know a lot of people go like full time on social media. Like I know a lot of people have like another full-time job and do social media just like I do. And then a lot of people decide to do social media full time, which is amazing. Like going forward, I think one day I would love to do that as well. But the only problem is I love my job. I love my job as well. So it's really hard for me at this point still to completely let go.
They're not looking, your employers. You can tell me.
Just generally, like I really do enjoy what I do as well.
That's sick, man.
Yeah, and
if you enjoy it, that's what we promote on this platform.
That's a win-win situation.
This whole platform is literally about being happy. Like don't chase the money, don't chase the likes, don't chase the algorithm, don't chase like doing a job that you hate just because you're getting 100 grand a year from it. If you can earn 30 grand a year and be really happy, then do that. Like if you're happy doing what you're doing and then still happy doing this, that's sick.
I mean, I've been doing it for 8 years now. I've been on social media for 8 years, and I feel like if I wanted to, I could have. I could have like stopped with my actual job or even studies maybe if I was started off back then, but just midway I could have stopped with all of that and just been Sidoso full time. But I just
you're at a point where you could monetize your brand.
I could if I'd wanted to, yes. But at this point I'm just like, I love my team back then. Like I love working with them. I just love that life as well. So I'm not ready to let go fully of that. Like maybe one day, but it's just kind of over the years.
What would make you, if something could just happen tomorrow, like what brand would it be? What offer? What would it have to be to say, you know what? And you say, you know what? That is such a good opportunity that I just have to go full force into it.
I think
that's such a good question.
That's a good question.
Well done.
You did his homework. No, I just feel like I'm still.
That was the floating head. This is a camo joke. Anyway.
I feel like I'm still, like I said, I'm doing this for 8 years, but like I've just recently, because one of the videos, like it's been I've been doing this for like posting videos and stuff like for a while now, but then in 2019, I think one of the videos actually went viral because I think I'm just basically reposted it.
But I'm just basically, anytime you're on I'm
shout
just
out to
basically.
They reposted one of mine as well.
Did they?
Yeah, the TikToks in before. So we love our
even more. I can tell already.
We love
the day we got engaged. Number 2, number 1, the day I'm just bestie.
I'm just bestie.
Yeah, posted it.
Posted my thing. That's my claim to fame. Anyway, go on. Go back to you.
So
I keep bringing it back to myself.
No, I know.
It's just I'm just bestie.
It's okay.
It's just big moments in my life. Sorry, go on. We share it together.
I was about to say, It's very emotional right now. I need the tissue again. So yeah, they reposted one of those videos, and that's actually when I understood like what actually can happen like on social media, because before that was just for me and my little bubble and community. And then all of a sudden, because obviously they have like a huge audience in the UK as well. And before that I did have followers from the UK, but I think they were mainly, the audience was mainly in India. That's what I wanted to say.
Because of dub smash and music
exactly.
and all that.
And then I think I'm Just Basically came around, and then they reposted it, and that's I think where the UK audience just grew as well.
So did that grow your following like overnight from that one thing?
It did. I posted
that
that
video.
video.
Anymore when a meme page posts.
It doesn't happen anymore.
No, but then
back then that was
even
like,
though it was only 3 years ago.
Back then it was. I posted that video, went to sleep, woke up the next day, and I was like, "What just happened? Like, what did I post?" I was like, oh, "Could you go to the postcard?" I was like, "What happened?" And then I just like I saw and I was like, "Oh my god!"
How many followers was it overnight?
I honestly don't. I just know
in the
that video, because it did really well on TikTok. I don't know, was it TikTok already or Musical.ly? It did really well on that app. So it had like, I think 1.1 million views in like 24 hours.
Whoa!
And I think that maybe they saw it from them. That's why they reposted it then on Instagram. So I don't know. It went crazy on Instagram as well. And that went literally overnight. And then that was like those moments where I was like, okay, hold on a minute. Like, people are actually like seeing my videos now. And then I read the comments and everything. I was so excited. And I was like, oh my God, people are actually liking it. There were some hate comments there, here and there as well. But I was like, oh my God, like this is amazing.
Did you know about I'm Just Bestie before that page?
I did, yes.
You knew about them?
Yeah, I did. That's why I was like, oh.
Whoa.
So that's what I'm saying. Like 2019 was kind of the breaking point where I was like, okay, so I have like audience in the UK as well.
Yeah.
So since then, obviously I do travel, even before that, like even before Sedoso, I came to the UK quite often. But I feel like that also just opened a lot of doors for me, you know, a lot of networking opportunities, like meeting people connecting and being like, hey, when you come to the UK next, let's do a video together. Even like how we're doing it now as well, like so many years later. So back to the question, like which brand or what would it be to make me like stop with my work? I feel like I'm still in this learning process because even though I started, okay.
I'm trying to be the uncle in this situation. Give you good advice.
Even though I started 2014, I feel like 2019 was the year where I just like started focusing like on, okay, what is it that I actually can do? Like, how can I take Sedoso further? So since then, it's been like a while. I've been able to do like crazy and amazing things.
Yeah. You know what's good though? As in like...
Hold on a minute. Go on.
I was going to just say, what's good though?
Cut her off,
sorry. Oh no, sorry. I know. I'm sorry.
I'm not the only one that interrupts, guys. They don't call me the interrupter, by the way.
I'm sorry to interrupt her as well. No, but what I was trying to say is that even though you're still happy with your job or whatever, you still take advantage of those opportunities.
Yes, of course.
So some people might be like, you know what, I'm cool with what I'm doing right now.
Yes.
So like, I'm not ready to move out of this. So what's the point? Like, I'll just carry on doing what I'm doing. But you still make the most of those opportunities that come your way, which is really cool.
So I remember 2019, I think it was in November or December when they reposted it. In January, I came to London just like that, just to meet family and stuff. And I remember Yassa from the BBCH network. He reached out to me, and I'm like, I was I'm such a huge fan of his show. Like, I loved his show, and he didn't even know that I listened to his show. And then he reached out and he was like, yo, I saw you in London. Do you want to come to my show? And I literally freaked out. That I was like, I FaceTimed my sister. I was like, oh my God, yes, just message me.
That's so cool.
And that's actually when it just started, I guess. And so yeah, I think 2020 January was actually the day. So it's not even that long. I mean, it's December.
It's like literally
November
2 years ago.
Yeah. So
coming up to 3 years.
Yeah. So I feel like these past 2 years actually have been like the most exciting years for Sedoso. So I don't know, what would it be like? I've been like doing shoots, I've been doing collabs, I've been meeting you guys, I've been networking with so many people.
It'd have to be something more
long term.
Have no brands already reached out to you, and like, have you not? Because you don't do. I haven't seen you do any brand deals or anything.
I don't do a lot of brand deals, no, because.
Have they not reached out to you?
Some do.
You're not signed to an agency, are you?
Sorry, I'm not sold to it. No.
That's another thing.
I manage myself on my own. But some reached out, some deals come in, some I just say no to because some things just don't, like even during the farmers' protest, there was a couple of things, but just, I had to say no because I just didn't support their message or whatever it was. But no, I feel like for me it's just, I'm still searching my way through. I'm just looking what are the opportunities, what is it that I can take Sedoso to, and then maybe
that's
one
really
day.
Cool.
Sorry, no, it's alright. So maybe one day I'll find something.
Maybe one day you'll get the end of the thing.
One brand deal, one deal I'll be like, okay, this is it. I'll stop doing everything else. I'll be also full time now.
But that's cool as well, because when you've got such a big platform like yourself, it's very easy to jump onto, oh, you're going to pay me 100 quid to like wear this top. Yeah, that's cool. I'll do that. The fact that you don't do that, that's respect to you.
Did you ever have a goal in mind though when you started it? Like, did you ever think, oh, this is where I would like to take it to, and this is...
As in
like when you set up the page, you said, oh, so you did the fashion stuff. Yeah. You knew you wanted to go into fashion at that point, but then you switched as platforms evolved and stuff. Then and now you're mainly like a content creator, you could call yourself.
I kind of like identify myself as a TikToker more now than actually like saying, oh, she's even the word influence, I don't really like that one. My mom's influence as well. You know what I'm saying? She influenced me, I don't know, going to the Gurdwara every Sunday, you know?
That's true,
so basically,
but social media influencer or content creator is what I would say, because you create content. So, did you ever have a goal in your mind at the end? What? Was everyone laughing?
No,
because it's like, we're like so waiting to get this question out.
So, did you ever have a goal in your mind where you thought, oh, this is where I would like to be in this space? Like, what I would have liked to have created with this brand that you're creating or with this page? Have you ever? Go on?
Yeah, I had one goal. It's actually funny because you just said it. I haven't, like, in the very beginning, I said this to my sister. I was like, one day, and this is very sad, I want to be on Wikipedia.
Really?
No.
Have you made it yet?
No, obviously not. But I just remember one day I was like...
Somebody needs to go out there and make you a Wikipedia page.
I want a page on Wikipedia. So,
really?
that was basically my goal.
So basically, you can almost say that you just want to leave a mark, an imprint, a legacy.
I just cut you now.
No, don't cut me off. Go on.
You didn't even cut him off. You
didn't cut me off. I'm pretty much finished. So if you bring it back to me now, it's just going to go wah, wah, wah. So I insist. You carry on.
No, I just guess it's just. I'm like from Germany. I never really met any of the Punjabi Germans, so I feel like maybe that's like something I wanted to come across, like get people across. Like, it's not always have to be like, it doesn't always has to be like the Punjabis from Canada or from the UK. So we are Punjabis in Germany as well. Also coming to the fashion bit, like I know I'm skinny, but it's just like you can still wear things that you enjoy wearing. You can still be like your Punjabi self without having to like. I don't know, I feel like sometimes I post videos of me like lip syncing to songs and stuff and I get like DMs and people are like, oh, I would never like, I'm not brave enough to like post a video like this, like singing to songs, how are you so confident? And I just feel like I kind of want people to know that it's like absolutely okay to just be who you are and just put it, like you don't have to be ashamed of posting who you are on social media, you know, because I always try to like post me how I am and what mood, if I listen to a song, I'll just be like, okay, let me just put a story and just like I'm vibing to the song, I like it. I don't rethink it like, oh, maybe I shouldn't post this because I look weird from this angle or I'm wearing my pajamas or something. I just post it because it's just like, that's me.
That's good though, man.
That is the cutest thing you've ever said. Wasn't that so cute? I was literally sat there like, because it was so true, because you are like, you're representing Punjabi Germans or German Punjabis or whatever. You're representing girls who may be on the slimmer side, who might be conscious of wearing...
in general though.
Yeah, girls who might be conscious of their body. You're representing people who are shy to put things out there even though they might love something. Like, you're doing all these things and showing people like, nah, you can do it as well.
Most of the content creators out there, ourselves included, will be like, oh, do it again, boom, boom, boom. I'll look back from
No, not that I don't do retweets. Of course I do as well. But it's just for me, like, I wouldn't not want to share something even though I like it, if that makes sense. Like if I like a song, I would like to share it. And I know some people will be like, oh, I'm not going to share that because I don't want to like tag this person and give them like more. I was like, no, like why can't we all just be like just nice and just nice? Why can't we just not be nice? That's like
I want to go to your. If you ever make a country or a planet or something, I'm gonna go and live there.
Yeah, we're just gonna be like,
you're all welcome.
See these roses, there's gonna be bare roses, like unicorns flying around.
I do think that sometimes. I say that as well. Like I sometimes I feel like I'm on the wrong planet because, especially like on social media, it's just there's so many different people. Some people honestly just do it for the numbers and just. And then I just feel like misplaced between those people because I'm like, how do you not do it like just for fun? Like how are numbers? Like obviously if you want to grow, yes, numbers are important. I'm not saying that numbers aren't important. Yeah. In the beginning, I used to like be obsessed with numbers as well. I'd be like, oh God, I got this and this many followers. But after a while, it's just
fun is subjective though, isn't it? So like, aren't you like, so your schedule, by the way, we haven't got to this. Your shooting schedule is it still the same as when we spoke last time?
Yes.
So okay, then let's go through your workload then. So Monday to Friday, you're Silky, the fashion journalist.
Yes. And then Saturday, Sunday, I'm
So Monday to Friday, you're doing like 40, 50 hours a week of work
yes.
for your fashion brand that you work for. And then Saturday and Sunday, talk us through talk us through your Sudoso, the actual...
Yeah, the life of Sudoso.
Talk us through how that works.
The truth about Sudoso.
That's the truth about Sudoso. Here you go. Guys, listen very carefully. So yeah, basically throughout the week, if I see like trends and stuff, I'll save it, I write it down. Very important, write your ideas down, because sometimes I'll just forget. And then sometimes I'll be like, oh, why didn't I write it down? I had such a good idea. Okay, so I'll write everything down. Sometimes after work, I'll have the energy to film something. Most of the times I don't. The only good thing about filming after work is that I've got my makeup done. I'm ready and I can just like present it on my camera. I can use the makeup as well, like for other things, recycle it.
Don't waste that makeup.
Exactly, don't waste that makeup. But most of the time I'm just so tired and just like, oh, I just want to go to bed. So the weekends are usually the free times. Get ready. I have like my list of things I want to do. I've got my sounds and everything, whatever, saved. And then I'll film like my 20 to 40 videos on the weekends.
20 to 40?
Yes.
20 to 40
Depending.
videos in a day or over the weekend?
Over the weekend.
So basically, it could be 20 videos a day?
Yeah, maximum, like 40 maximum, if it's like short videos. There was a time when I literally did like 40.
But you're doing that Saturday and Sunday, yeah?
Yes.
Serena literally did 7 days a week. Remember?
What? Oh, TikTok
for 7 days a week for a few months.
Yeah.
And you probably didn't do...
I did about 3 videos a day. So that's what I don't understand.
Yeah.
No, it's like
she didn't
I would prepare...
40 videos, 20... She didn't even do 20 videos in a week.
Yeah.
And she spent her whole time, nothing else, doing it. And she'd be like, I've done 3 videos today. You're doing 20?
Yeah, but not now. I feel like now the time, like the more like busier you get, it's harder. Like on my free weekends, obviously I do that. That's like on my free weekends. Obviously I do other
things. So just banking loads of videos.
Yes, I back it up for the entire week. So because my usual Sudoso schedule is actually posting on TikTok 5 to 6 times a day.
Wow.
So for that, I obviously need the content to just like post it out.
35 pieces of content a week.
So yeah, that used to be.
Do you need 40 then?
Yeah, I used to do that. Now I've like kind of reduced it, obviously because of time and being busy and stuff. You don't always get the time to do that. But especially if it's like shorter sounds and recycling sounds. Yeah. So I don't know if you remember the bamba. There was a trend like, you want a bamba?
Yeah, no, that's another one. That's another one. You
didn't
loads of that.
Yeah, see? I did bamba. Yeah,
I'm
gonna chew you with the big boy.
Exactly. I did loads of those ones.
We did the...
So you literally filmed that one thing.
Exactly. You did bare of them, and I'm like, that's one thing I've always rated about you. You just use the same sound, use exactly the same thing, different captions, and then each one will blow.
Yes, and that's the thing. And that, for example, if you think doing 20 of those, that's like, it's the same sound. You just maybe change like, I'd keep the outfit on for 10 videos, and then I'll change it.
How do you keep the enthusiasm? I swear, I feel so drained after filming 2. I'm like,
I'm so impatient.
I need to sit down now.
I bet
I can't anymore.
That's how
I want to chill with the big boy.
That's a different one, by the way.
I know, but she was saying that one.
But just generally,
So how do you keep the enthusiasm?
I don't know. It's just fun to make them. I don't know.
Man, your idea of fun and my idea of fun are 2 separate things.
No, but as soon as I hear the sound, it's just like, I don't know, I just get excited about filming content. And then because I got some ideas behind it as well, sometimes it's just so sad. I'll be standing in front of my tripod and just be laughing because I already know what I want to like caption it. And I'll be like, and I'll be like, oh, that's a funny one. I want to write that. So that's the idea behind it.
Captions everything, man. The captions
really are everything. Yeah. And then sounds like these or trends like these are so easy to make because obviously you can make like 10 of these in a row and then you can just keep them and just change the captions. And there you go, you've got your 10 to 20.
We're doing 10 right now, let's go.
Oh my gosh, don't even.
But then obviously the fashion ones, you know, if you have transition videos and stuff, those are the kind of videos that take a lot of time. Yeah. And the funny thing is you'll only see like the result, you'll only see like the 15 seconds at the end. You don't see like the 3-4 hours like of actually getting the idea, brainstorming, filming, editing, setting everything up, getting ready, changing outfits.
So long.
It's so much time.
Literally the amount of times I've like gone to get ready for something. I'm like, right, I'm gonna do one of those nice videos. You want to show like putting the tick on the head close up, putting the earrings on close up. I was doing it and I was filming it and I was like, I literally left it like halfway through. I was like, this is so long. I do not have time. I'm already late as it is.
But it's a good take on when we need to hit home to people. Like, people do 10 videos and give up on TikTok.
Yeah, but they shouldn't.
Yeah, but this is an important point. Let's just make sure we hit this point home. You're doing 40 videos a week at some point. So you probably are not doing that now, but what would you say your lowest week at this moment with your current following that you've already got? What's your lowest that you do?
Lowest as in
amount of videos
per week.
Per week.
Posting or like creating content?
Creating.
Okay.
How many videos is the lowest you'd create a week at this moment in time? How many followers? Go ahead.
I'd
Should know.
say...
Go on TikTok.
Because now I've been in the UK, you would think, I was like so happy. I was like, oh, I'll come to the UK.
Silky.
I'll create so much content.
Yeah.
I didn't even get the time because I was with my niece and everything. I didn't even get the time. So when I was in Leicester for 2 weeks,
Followers. So she's got over 400,000 followers on TikTok. So what's your least? How many videos would you say you'd create a week, averagely then?
I would still say 20 though.
20 videos a week.
Yeah.
So most people create 10 videos in a year and then give up on TikTok. Say, this is shit, this doesn't work.
But that's because I've got my schedule. I know I want to get out like this and this many posts a day. So obviously I need the content for it.
Yeah, but people need to understand, to get to a level of 400,000 followers, or get to a point of 1 million followers, or even 1,000 followers, you need to be putting out consistent content every day.
Then again, you know how your video, for example, you made that. You know, you don't post 5 times a day. No. So you posted that one video, and it went viral, and you got so many followers overnight. So sometimes it's just like this one video. Like when did you post that?
The one can do it, but if I didn't, if I'm now I'm trying to make videos and we're trying to do this thing on my TikTok, so it needs me to keep wanting to do it.
And
that's
the thing.
Out of consistency breeds, like, you might get one crazy one in it. Whereas most people, if you look at a chart of like so if you look at a chart of consistency, you just say it's like consistent every day, you do this much, But most people are really intense now, so their intensity goes up to here,
and then it goes down again.
And then it goes down the next day, then it goes down, and it fizzes out to nothing. But if you just imagine, it just keeps to this amount of consistency every day, every week, and the chart just keeps charting forever, and then you just have growth.
And that's the thing, because obviously, you know, when one video goes viral, it just like TikTok pushes this video out to everyone, and then it will go for a couple of weeks sometimes. Even I see that with my videos as well. Like one video that I posted like 2 weeks ago, sometimes it like even after 3 weeks, it'll still be like ranking. But after a while, people will go away from that video, so you'll have to fuel. You need new fuel. You need something new.
So that's the consistency.
Exactly. That's where the consistency comes in.
And then one will go blow up from a month ago, 2 months ago.
And then that's what with the Bamba, for example. I did one, and I knew, okay, people are liking this, so I'll just make another one with another caption, another one with another caption. So I made like, I don't even know how many I made. There was like 30, 40 with the same sound. Okay, maybe 40 is a bit too much, but maybe it's like 30 I did, And
that's still loads.
Yeah.
Most people only make one per sound, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a normal thing, like one per sound.
Yeah.
To make 30 is like mad.
Yeah, and
it shows that that's the kind of levels that you need to be on.
Yeah, and then though people do get a bit annoyed after a while. They're like, okay, can you like stop? Can you please move?
What's the number? What is the number? Like where people are like 30? I'm like, to be fair, if I listen to 3 of yours, I'll be like, okay, boy, mask got on with the Bamba.
That's what a lot of people were like.
But you know what? Sometimes people page is known for that one sound. So for example, you know that one, baby, come down, come down. It's that guy with the afro and he takes his hat off. His whole pages, and I just love seeing it every single time.
Because that's their USP then, because then that person, for example, TikTok, all of those people that seen my Bamba videos, they call me the Bamba girl now. So I'm officially the Bamba girl on like the community that's seen those videos.
No way.
And even now I get comments and people are like, can we please bring Bamba back?
No way.
Yes, I do get those comments still. So you kind of build this, you know, you kind of become like one with the sound. When people hear the sound, they'll be like, oh, this girl used to do the sound. So that wasn't even my intention. It was literally just because it's a fun sound, and it's just kind of become like my sound, which is obviously not. But I just like reusing sounds when I know that they do well and people enjoy it. But obviously you don't want to rinse it, like some I see that after a while people are like, okay, can we please move on now? And then obviously you run out of ideas as well, like.
Do you save videos like so as you scroll through TikTok in the week? I guess you must like in your own off time or downtime, you should say. Do you like save sounds and videos and think, oh, this is good sound, and then how do you keep track of it or not? Because I've got bare saved sounds all over the shop. And
he's literally trying to get some like TikTok workshop from you right now. So he's like, so tell me.
So exactly, what is it that you do?
If you didn't know, this whole podcast was set up so we can get our TikTok.
I can tell.
We're actually going to put it out. It's actually going to go out.
Just for our own benefit.
Anyway, like you were saying.
Can I just record? No, of course I save it. Obviously I get inspired from other videos as well. But my thing is that I like to give it like my own twist. So when I hear a sound, obviously with the Bamba as well, or even with this glasses. I see people doing it, and I'm just like, how can I turn it like into my twist? So I have like this imaginary or this fictional character called Billo Auntie. It's like this annoying auntie that I usually, when I dress up as her, I'm like, I have like my glasses on, or like sometimes a chunni on my head. So that's like supposed to be like an annoying desi auntie. You know how like aunties are always like gossiping, giving you rishtas and stuff. So she's this auntie that I created. And then I just always look like, okay, how can I make this trend and like make it into like more Sidoso content? So either a Punjabi music or like put Billo Auntie into it, or just generally like Desify it a bit. And that's how I give it like my twist. So that's how I try to like make it a little more different. Because obviously when a trend is trending or going viral, everyone's going to see it or hear it like a million times. So I always try to like make it a little bit different so that you
add your spin onto it basically. So what I want to ask you actually as well is, because you've got this big platform and everything, right? Like I've never seen you post anything about any sort of like relationships or boys or anything like that.
Why are you laughing? I just saw his eyes. He was like,
she's just laughing. She can see me laughing, so she's laughing.
I literally saw his eyes. I was looking at you, and he was like,
she's looking at you. And she's like, don't look at him.
I know his eyes was like, whoa.
I want to know, like, I know you don't have anyone at the moment.
She just sips her tea.
Sips tea. Like, do you find it hard to find somebody who understands what you do and would accept what you do? Not that you do anything bad, but you know what brown boys are like. not this one, that's why I married him.
To be very honest, I always feel like the best thing or the best partner for me would probably be someone that's not on social media. Because as I said, like, I feel like I have two personalities, as in like I am one person obviously, but it's just like Sidoso is like this online person. And I feel like a lot of people will be like, oh, she's so out there, she posts this and this and this, which I'm happy with. Like, my parents don't have a problem with it. Why would anyone else? Like, why would I care if someone else has a problem with it? But I just feel like it just kind of, that's like the first impression maybe for a lot of people. It's like, oh, she's online, she's like on social media. This is probably the person she's in. You know, when they see me on shoots, they see me all glammed up. They see me traveling, they're probably like, oh, this is her life maybe, like this is how she is. Whereas if you actually get to know me, obviously I try to keep my Instagram as transparent as possible. So bless you.
Sorry, I was going to get a tissue in time. God.
Bless you.
Okay,
was that a cute little sneeze?
It was.
I didn't keep it inside.
There's nothing cute about Serena's anything coughs, sneezes, and no. In your coughs and sneezing and kinds of things. Come on, you gotta admit.
It's true. I'm literally the most loudest person, but
she'll be like,
she'll
scare the shit out of you. Anyway, go back to.
Go on. Anyway, back to boys.
It's obviously try to keep my accounts like as transparent as possible. But I feel like when people see you on social media and see like, oh, she has this and this many, I don't know, followers, not that it makes any difference. I feel like some people kind of might get like scared off or be like, okay, I don't know. So I just feel like if someone would get to know me without even knowing that I'm on social media, it maybe would affect or give another impression.
Yeah.
So that's always feel like, I don't know how it like, I can't speak of experience, but I don't know if social media would affect someone. I honestly hope not, because I still am the same person. Doesn't really make a difference.
I feel like, if I'm being truly honest, I feel like social media would affect it, because I do feel like people are so quick to judge. Like your social media page is literally like your dating profile, right? So people would judge. People look at you and be like, oh, she must think she's so confident, she must be really outspoken, this.
If you didn't captions to some of your videos that are like mother-in-law kind of ones and stuff like that,
everyone's like, oh,
they think that's a real thing that you actually like. As in, like, that might be a little banter. So you might say, oh, like when my mother-in-law says this, and I say this. But they'll be like, fucking hell, that's what she's gonna say to my mother-in-law. You know, that could be a thing as well.
Could be.
And then also on top of that, it's just an insecurity thing of men, innit? Like, they're going to look at your platform like, oh shit, it's all kinds of other
when we go out together, people are going to look at her, everyone's going to know her, and that kind of stuff.
Every man wants to be a man.
But you know what? Any guy who thinks like that, obviously not the right person for you. Anyway, so it's just filtered out all the rubbish, and you can
so we're back to Serena DB Bojula Services.
Oh my God, every single guest we have on.
Really?
If you think you're a suitable match, hello at books. Oh, I'm joking.
Hello what?
Suitable for Silky.
Email at.
Hello DB.
Yeah.
Hello DB Paji.
That's it, exactly. Ooh, cute.
One day we're going to be Bojula. We're going to make it happen.
It's his dream, Silky. Maybe you could be the one. Okay.
So you kind of like dodged the whole question there, by the way.
About what?
Did I?
Yeah, we said relationships. have you had any experiences, as in with thingy? And you just said you don't know. You haven't. So you
No,
haven't,
I said as I didn't really make the experience that someone would like be offended or be annoyed.
So have you not actually actively like you've just been so busy in your work you've never even thought about a relationship or anything?
Not really. Like it's not my priority. That's it at the moment.
Would
like,
you be open to dating right now?
I would be, but
Okay.
but it's just like at this. I saw that. But it's just that it's just not my priority because I just feel like at the moment I'm like so busy with everything that's going on, and I'm happy with how it is. I
think also it's the fact that you're in Germany as well. There's probably not many Punjabi
even that,
there.
yeah.
Well, not that you have to be Punjabi, but I can imagine still going
Excuse me.
You might as well move here, man.
Yeah, I think Silky would do amazingly here.
Yeah, you're just sick here, man.
Yeah. And would it have to be a Punjabi munda for you, do you think?
I think I'd personally prefer it, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what we need to do? We need to do the TikTok, you know, the one that's like, I can't stray too far out of my culture because how am I going to explain?
Yeah, oh my god, I love that trend.
We need to do that one.
That's a funny one.
What would your one be? How am I going to explain? Like, how am I going to explain? Like, you know.
Have you seen that trend?
Yeah, I've seen that trend. Yeah.
You know the kinds of ones.
Yeah.
Think of one.
Yeah, my one was how am I going to explain that we don't kiss after the Anand college?
Oh.
What do you mean? Oh, that's
not one. Cancel the kind of gear.
No, because it's true. Like,
so, good job you ain't posted that one. Why are you sorry?
No, but it's true because obviously they always like as in like if you look at no. What I was trying to say is that we would never even hug or kiss after our wedding ceremony. Yeah. So like you'd have to try and explain that to someone outside of your culture,
to the bottom of the list.
You know what I was thinking? It was not as spicy as yours. I was thinking, how do you explain to someone that when guests arrive, that you put oil in front of the door?
Oh yeah, it's so random. Why do you put oil in front of the door?
I mean, I don't know where the tradition comes from. It probably has a meaning.
Oil stains on your fucking
the top tip, you put foil there.
But I wonder, like, it probably, like, it must have had a meaning back then. But I wonder what it was, like, why oil, why tail chona? Why not water? Why not dud? Why not roofsa? Roofsa.
What's that?
The fuck is roofsa?
Roofsa? You know what?
Roofsa?
Yeah.
Huh? What the hell is that?
Roofsa. That
is this a German word?
No.
It's a rose water thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it. I thought you might be saying that, but I didn't quite.
Wait, well, how do you say it here?
I don't know. I don't know. What
the pink one, that's like a pink liquid.
Yeah.
Roofsa.
Yeah. I have heard you put it in like rasmalai and kheer. You put it in kheer, sorry. Okay, digressing. Should we play our game now? Okay, so...
Game?
Yeah, we've got a game called Rated, Not Rated.
Did we do it with you last time?
No, we didn't do it with her last time.
You did a rapid fire round with me last time.
Yeah, that's it. It's kind of, but it's different. I looked back at the notes. It's not the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a game called Rated, Not Rated, where me and Dee come together and we decide like different topics or like conversations, and you've got to basically say to us whether you think that that's rated or not rated.
So to give you one word, could be one word, could be a name, could be a place, could be anything.
Okay. A situation.
And then you guys say whether you rate that or you don't rate it.
But rate or not rate, because is that a UK
rate is
slang?
good. Yeah, rated,
is that a UK slang?
Rated is good. Not rated is
not good.
That's it.
That's shit.
Yeah.
That's
okay, so our first one.
Oh wait, I have to think of the history of bakwas. You know that where he scrolls that one scene where he goes bakwas.
Oh yeah.
Gand. I
remember that. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Bring him back.
You could do the first one.
Okay, Instagram Reels.
Right.
Rated.
You rated?
Yeah.
Over TikTok?
No.
TikTok all the way still. Okay.
Not over TikTok.
Right, this is an interesting one. Boob jobs.
Rated. I mean, if this everyone's body, like if you're happy with it, why not? Do whatever makes you happy.
God, this is a really good one. I'm intrigued to see what you think of this one.
Okay, so Jasmine Sandler's latest song,
Jia Karta.
Jia Karta, the video.
The video.
Oh, I don't think I've seen it yet.
You've not seen the video.
Taran, producer Saab.
We're going to show you.
We need to get this video.
She got loads of stick for what she wore in the music video.
Oh.
Because she wore this like dress. And it's like not something that you've really seen Jasmine Sandler's worn before, but it was very...
Can we YouTube
it?
Just type in Jasmine Sandler's J-E-E-E. See if it comes up.
You know the song though.
Don't play the song too loudly because...
oh my god, I don't even know.
We can play 15 seconds.
You know what? If you go on her Instagram page, she's got the clip of when she's singing that bit.
Okay, here we go.
We should have it on the split screen now.
This is not that bad.
No, ठीक है, हल्का ठीक है, हल्का देखिए. Okay. So anyway.
Maybe forward a little bit. Okay, it'll come up in a second. Okay, yeah, this is it.
This is it.
I can't.
Pause, it's frozen. Okay, hold on.
Here we go. Anyway, so that's the outfit that she's getting loads of
hate on, basically,
hate on.
like loads of people. So just we've paused it there so you can.
But I wonder, Deepika Padukone. I don't know if the song. What is it in the movie New Year?
Lovely.
Yeah, Lovely.
Yeah.
She's literally wearing the same outfit.
Yeah.
So if we're just talking about the outfit, like everyone loved it back then.
I think Deepika is not as chesty as Jasmine Sandler's.
But then I wonder, it's the same way how you asked me with.
That's a new word.
Have you not, that's not a new word. People just say chesty. Yeah.
Just say big tits.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I wouldn't ever say it like that.
Oh no, go on, sorry. You're saying.
No, I was saying like how the question before with the boob job you asked me. It's like everyone should do whatever they're happy with. You know, it's their body. Like I would never say like, oh, you shouldn't do that or should do that. Even that, like if she's happy with that, then yeah, rate it.
Yeah.
Like she's wearing it with confidence, so I rate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
yes,
that.
rated my job.
So our next one is alcohol.
What was the other one? Not rated, right?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
Rated or not rated?
Not rated.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a very not rated.
Not rated.
Okay,
You don't
so
like it at all?
why does Sidoso not rate alcohol?
I don't drink it. I personally don't see the point in drinking. Sorry.
That's
All
alright.
the Punjabis, me as a Punjabi saying that. But actually, no, I honestly don't get the point, like, of even people saying, oh, I need to drink to have fun.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I don't drink, and sometimes the way
You're
I
bored of
behave,
fun.
I feel like
Yeah.
I sometimes behave as if I was drunk, but I don't even drink.
You just drunk on life.
Yeah. I just
high
don't get it. Also, it's not really healthy, so I don't rate it.
Would you ever be with a Punjabi boy who drank? Or would that be a bit of a deal breaker
I think
for
that
you?
would be a deal breaker for
Really?
me. Yeah.
That's so
Really?
interesting.
Narrows
think so.
your thing down a lot.
Sorry?
Narrows your.
It narrows, yeah,
yeah,
it
down a
does.
lot.
But that's like, again, where do you find a Punjabi guy that doesn't drink? Like,
I'd rather swami sat
Over here.
Me? No, I'm not rather swami sat
No,
Anyway.
I'm not rather something's on him.
No, I'm saying if you want to find someone that's a good place to go, innit?
Well, we're not getting on the ball. Anyway.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna get fucked for that. Anyway.
Okay.
edit that out.
Men on TikTok.
No, rated. Why
Yeah?
not?
Okay.
I'm a woman on TikTok, so why not?
I don't even
No,
ask
but
that.
yeah,
Some girls are like
You mean dancing and
No,
stuff?
all like the TikTok-y stuff. That they do.
trends and stuff.
Yeah,
Because some girls are like, that's so icky.
Yeah.
Like when a guy does the TikTok
Yeah,
trends
yeah.
and stuff like that.
No,
I don't think
I
so.
think it's fun.
Yeah.
I rate it.
Yeah.
Okay, so people getting married, doing the nankara, taking Maharaj bead outside of a gurdwara, getting married.
Again, sorry, slow. Sorry.
So someone getting married.
She's not from here, love.
I'm German.
Okay. So someone, if you get married
Yes.
and you do the nankara, but you take the Maharaj bead and take it to like a beach or somewhere, like you
Yes.
take it outside of a gurdwara. Is that rated or not rated?
The thing is, I honestly always wanted like an outdoor wedding. I'm not sure if it's actually possible. I've seen a lot of beautiful weddings outdoors. I'm just not sure if it's actually allowed.
Yeah.
Like I personally
There's a
would
bit of
love
controversy
to.
around it, isn't
so
it?
I
Yeah.
rate it in the sense of that I've always liked it, like getting married like in nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In that sense, just like having a non-college in nature as well, like
Yeah.
The
just,
You'd love
scenery,
the
just the
idea of it.
atmosphere,
Yeah.
exactly. But then again, I don't think I've done my research enough to know if it's actually like
If it's actually forbidden in a...
yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I know people do it, and obviously the Granthi must have allowed it if they do
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but I'm not sure if it's actually supposed
So
to
for
be this
you,
way or
if you
not.
found out that it wasn't allowed, right, and people just do it because there's ways around it,
Then I wouldn't do it.
okay.
If I know it's allowed, then I would definitely do it because
Yeah.
that's the wish. Like I really want to like have like a
Experience that.
like outdoors Anand Karaj. But if I find out that it's actually not, then I'd probably don't
Okay.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Oh, this is a good one. Okay, bratwurst. How do you say?
Bratwurst.
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 Which is, explain what that is firstly.
It's so aggressive in the German language.
Bratwurst.
Bratwurst.
I
She
didn't
said
say
it
it like
cutely.
that.
Go on, you say it again.
Bratwurst.
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 She doesn't say it aggressively.
Yeah,
So explain what that is firstly.
So Wurst is basically sausage, and then Braten means.
See, come on. Braten. You just got like, you just turned into like, you forgot from like nice cute. Like, Braten. Anyway, go
on. Is basically, I think it's frying, just like a fried sausage.
Oh, fried sausage.
Yeah,
that's
so that's what it means. Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
What's your thoughts on rated or not rated?
Oh, rated, yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
like
German,
it?
I have to rate it.
You do have to rate it, that's true.
Oh, karelle di sabji.
Oh, don't rate it.
Really?
I don't like karelle.
I love karelle. I like the bitterness to it. With roti and a bit of dही.
I don't like karelle.
No, what about this the masala bit in the middle? If you know when you get them like as karelle with masala. No, not at all.
I like, I've had like karelle with aloo. Have you had a sabji like this? Like with jeere wale aloo, I think it's. I like the aloo.
Oh, okay.
I like the aloo.
But the karelle, you take it out.
Yeah, I like the masala, but on the aloo, but not the actual karela.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about, like a sabji version.
Okay.
Right, we have to, well, we know what this one is. The Gaddi Red Challenge.
Rated!
Challenger.
Oh, my bro's wrong about, okay, so there you go. The Gaddi Red Challenger.
Rated, definitely. We've been singing all day.
Gaddi Red
Challenger.
What is it, Challenger or Challenger?
Challenger.
So what is how do you like say Challenger? That did it not sound like that.
Challenger.
Challenger.
That's what he says.
God, I thought I got it wrong and I was like, oh no, it's another song that I've like messed up and I don't know the lyrics to.
You did. You said Gaddi Red Challenge.
Anyway! God, before I need to like blow my nose again, Silky, thank you so much for coming onto our podcast for part 2. The second time we've done this. I thought the second time was better. Yeah, the second one was better anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, it was so much
you've been
fun.
amazing, man.
Thank you.
Like we said, we're always about bringing positive vibes and always giving people their flowers where it's due, and you definitely deserve.
She does. Hey, let's give her all these flowers here. Give these over to her.
Thank you. No, it was lovely.
Thank you. Big up to those so silky.
Yo, if you made it to the end of this podcast, fist pump. You're a top G.
And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe.